All right, ended up getting another Prosystems carburetor. This one's going to be for the 406 build that I've been kind of working on and off. It's a back burner project because that engine's going to go into 73 Camaro, but the 73 Camaro doesn't really need an engine. This is going to be an upgrade. So I've been kind of slowly piecing things together to get that engine installed. We went over in other videos. The engine's complete. It's just all the little accessories like the carburetor and fuel pump, and headers I think is the next thing because I'm going to put bigger header tubes. Has inch and 5/8 on it now. I'm going to go to inch and 3/4, but just wanted to show you guys I did end up getting the carburetor. This is a Prosystems 850, just a pump gas carburetor. So I'm going to be running it on 93 octane. One thing I noticed is this main body is a little different than any of the other ones that I got. This one, the material looks a little different. And then the one thing I did notice is it's not drilled for like a micro switch if you're going to put that bracket on, which is, it's really easy to drill and tap. And if you look closely, you can actually even see where the kind of casting left marks there. So it would be real easy to follow that. But yeah, it is a 850 main body. It does have the larger billet base plate on it. So I want to say roughly the like real CFM on this was like 870. I'd have to double check the notes on it, but right in that 870, 850 range. It does have the glass sights, which I like because that makes life a lot simpler. And it does have the billet metering blocks. I think there's the Venom 2 metering blocks. So be a good street carburetor. I did end up adding the vacuum ports on the base plate. That way I have one for the modulator and the transmission and the power brake booster. So yeah, this would just be a good street carburetor. It is their 850 drag setup, but he did modify it a little bit because it's going to be used on the street as well. So we're kind of blending both worlds of street and drag use. And that's what I'm going to do with the car. It has air conditioning on it, so that was the other thing is in setup, I wanted to make sure you knew that because you do add a little bit of a load when that AC compressor comes on. So all those things are accounted for. I gave them kind of everything, the vehicle weight, stall converter, gear ratio, all that good stuff, and then obviously all the specs on the engine. So I got a feeling this is going to be a really good piece. I'm sure it will be. It might have some minor adjustments in the beginning, but this gets us one step closer to getting the 406 into the 73. And if you guys are just curious, it was $833 shipped to the door. So that gives you kind of an idea what you can get. I mean, this is a custom carburetor built to your application. In my mind, this is the way to go. I've bought off-the-shelf carburetors, and honestly, with every one of them, I spend a lot of time getting them to be pretty good. Some of them have been decent out of the box, but I'm always have got little things that are bothering me with them, and you just spend so much time dialing them in. I've found that you're just time and money ahead to get a custom carburetor built, and then you can kind of you can do your little adjustments to get it dialed in. But 9 times out of 10, especially when it's a combination like this, just a pump gas street strip car, naturally aspirated, this is the way to go because you just bolt these things on and they're ready to go. Now, if it's a blow through setup or like a draw through setup, something that's got a power adder, that can become tricky even in the custom carburetor world. But when it's something pretty straightforward, a cookie cutter setup like this, man, get a Prosystems, get it bolted on, and it's really simple from there. You definitely save yourself a lot of time and headache. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad I've gotten this, and now I really honestly just want to move forward with getting headers. It's really just like I said, headers, a fuel pump, and I might get an aluminum water pump for it. That's the other thing, but like I said, I've just been slowly collecting parts for it. The engine, I'll show you guys real quick just as a reminder. The engine is this one right here. It's just sitting on the stand, pretty much ready to go. Like I said, need to get a fuel pump. I think I'm going to get an aluminum water pump. I got the carburetor now. Headers, that's really it. I have everything else. And really and truly, I could go with the fuel pump I have. I can run the water pump I have. I can run the headers I have. I just would want to upgrade to a larger primary tube. And then my fuel pump, honestly, I know it's going to be right on the edge, so I'd rather just upgrade it ahead of time. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys that quick update, kind of unbox on this carburetor, and just kind of give you a rundown of what to expect. This is I think the second one I've got now in the last few months. We got the one on the Circle Track car, and I did get that one installed and fired up. It sounds great. And then now this one for the 406, and then we've gotten many in the past. So I'm sure they'll continue to make great carburetors, and we'll continue using them. Thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe.